Well, I really wasn't going to do this video recording, but I just thought that, yeah, maybe let me just share. Yeah, and today I'll be talking about what I've learned from my mother's cancer journey. Okay, so if you're new to this channel, hi, my name is Linda, and I talk about my marketing career, self-love, and topics to do with womanhood in general. So if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of my weekly videos. Now, my mother got diagnosed with cancer last year, July. So we've been going through with this really difficult journey for the past, how long has it been? July, August, maybe 7 or 8 or so months. And as I go through the journey, it's really given me a lot to reflect about and ask myself existential questions in terms of what exactly is life. And I think if you've had a special one or a dear person or someone close to you go through such a traumatizing disease like cancer, I think you can relate to me when I say that it completely changes the way you look at life and what you feel is important. So up until now, I'll share with you some of the lessons that I've learned as I continue to work with my family through this very difficult and challenging period in our lives. So the first thing that is so clear to me is the importance of having a strong family unit. Okay. And yes, there's a role that your extended family can play, but having a really strong immediate family, I think, is really important. And this is something I've been blessed with because we are a family of 3 children and 1 father. So we are pretty small. And this whole journey has made us interestingly closer and closer, because what I've learned is one person cannot do it all. And yes, we are all grown. We all have, 2 of us have our own families. The other one is not in the country, but it's made us so close such that we are having to communicate much more. We are having to have discussions so much more right now because we are all we sort of like all are having to deal with this in our own different ways. So for me, having a really strong family unit, immediate family unit, is really important. And it just made me think about how sometimes if, for instance, if you've not been cultivating a very good relationship with your brothers and sisters, I don't know how that would have been if you are having to go through such a difficult period with your parent. I really don't know how that can look like, but I've learned that sometimes it takes such a difficult period to bring people together, and that's what fortunately is happening in our family. Okay. And then the other thing that I've learned is the importance of having a life partner. And not just any life partner, but a supportive life partner. And, you know, my parents are way advanced. My mother had just retired. She's been retired for 2 years. So they are past 65. And we all have our own families. So I can imagine having to go through something like this by yourself. I don't know. I really don't know. But to me, I've come to really appreciate, first of all, my partner, and then also just having a really strong somebody by your side who could just walk with you throughout this, whatever it is, especially if you're unwell, to just walk you through that chapter in your life. Okay. And then another thing that I've come to realize is Because you see, right now, the nature of conversations I'm having with my mother, they're really different. You know, it's really a lot of introspecting and just, you know, talking about life from a really deep point of view, because I think that's what terminal illnesses do. When you come to a point where you're dealing with something you never thought you'd deal with, it really makes you just think about things differently. So the other thing that I've learned is a career will really not make you happy. And how I'm interpreting this is because as I'm having conversations with my mother, she had a career, she retired from a career, and I can hear her saying she wishes she did something more. And this something more is she may not have words for it, but to me, it comes out like purpose. Okay. So yes, I've been blessed. I come from a very stable family. I've been blessed from that particular point of view. But even all the material things that you may have around you still will not fill up that hole that you have in your heart. And as I'm having conversations with her, there are still unmet dreams and hopes that she wishes she could have brought forth. And it's really, the conversation is really around just having a deep purpose for your life. And of course, purpose and calling, I know it sounds metaphysical, it sounds too up in there. The way I interpret it from our conversations is just whatever it is that you feel you have in your heart, just have the courage to follow it, because that is what will give you a sense of purpose, and it's what will fulfill you. Okay. So, and for me, I've just made it, I'm actively pursuing my purpose, whatever that is. I cannot really tell you what it is, but I think more and more I'm learning to become bolder, whatever it is I feel is in my heart. Like right now, I was not going to shoot this video, but I've decided, you know what, let me just shoot it. Yeah. So I'm learning to follow my intuition more and more, and I'm learning to trust myself and to be more courageous with whatever I feel is in me. I just want to express it so that it's out there. I don't know who may benefit from it, whether it's one person, who, at least let it just be out there. Okay. And then because I had to write the points down, yes, having a healthy lifestyle. So I've come to see, and my mother lived, she really was healthy. Yeah. So she never really used to junk. Actually, I was the one who really played around, was not really very healthy. But as I'm working with her throughout this whole journey, I am seeing the importance of being healthy, because I cannot imagine how she would be like if she never made healthy decisions. She never drank, she never smoked, she really didn't eat a lot of junk food. So I think that's why her body is still strong enough to be able to withstand all the the treatment that she's currently going through. So as a result, I'm having to make, I've decided to just make some drastic lifestyle choices. So I'm leaning more into, healthier lifestyle, simple things like vegetables, exercise, cutting out alcohol, because I'm seeing it day by day, the importance of living a healthy life. Yeah. So for me, health is everything. Even with the whole COVID thing, it's really taught us the importance of treasuring our health and looking after our well-being. Okay. And then the last thing that honestly, and for me, this is the biggest thing, is life has an end. Life has an end. And there's really nothing that can prepare anybody to see their mother ailing. You know, if you're like me, my mother was literally the rock of the family. She was the strong one. She was the most capable person. So to see her in this state is just an awakening on my part that we are only here for a certain period and a certain season in our lives. And for me, that makes me feel so, so blessed, such that I'm treasuring every moment, every waking moment. I'm not taking anything for granted because you just don't know how tomorrow is going to be like. So right now, I'm busy putting together the kind of life I want to live, how I want to do my things, which kind of people do I want to surround myself with. I'm really being intentional in terms of the kind of life that I am choosing to live and what that requires for me. What kind of a woman do I need to be able to enjoy that kind of life? Because I am very aware of the fact that life there is a lifespan to us as human beings. So I just thought I would share this video. Yeah, if it might help anybody, I mean, yeah, and I think it's also just a way of, it's therapeutic to get to talk about this and just share with anybody who may be going through the same thing. And another thing I've learned is it's okay to accept help, because I've been getting so much help from everybody around me. And if you're going through a similar journey, whatever kind of help anybody extend, just receive it with grace. It's so easy to just want to sit back and just not want to do anything. Or there are days where I struggle with waking up, but I just say, you know what, God has given me another day. Let me wake up. Let me dust myself off. Let me keep going. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. And yeah, see you again soon. Bye.